Good morning, students. Today we will learn about electric motor. You know various forms of energy, and you also know that one form of energy can be converted into another form. In electric motor, it is a device changing electrical energy into mechanical energy. Around us in our day-to-day life, we use this motor in fans, refrigerators, mixers, washing machines, computers, pumps, etc. Now we will see the working of electric motor. The electric motor consists of a rectangular loop of copper wire having a resistive coating as shown in the figure. See figure 4.13. See this N and S. This indicates two magnets in a rectangular shape magnet. This AB and CD, they are arranged in this way that they are perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. The two ends of the loop are connected to halves X and Y. See here, X and Y of the split ring. The two halves of the ring have a resistive coating on their inner surfaces and are tightly filled on the axle. The two halves of the split ring X and Y have their outer conducting surfaces in contact with the two stationary carbon brushes, C, E and F respectively. When circuit is completed, as shown in figure, the current flows in branch AB of the loop from A to B through the carbon brushes E and F. Since the direction of the magnetic field is from north to south pole, according to Fleming's left-hand rule, a force is exerted on branch AB and pushes it down. The current in CD branch is in opposite direction to that in AB branch, and therefore a force is exerted to CD branch in upward direction. Thus the loop and the axle start rotating in anticlockwise direction. After half rotation, the two halves of the ring X and Y come in contact with carbon brushes F and E respectively, and the current in a loop starts flowing in the direction DCBA. Therefore, a force is exerted on branch DC in downward direction and on the branch BA in upward direction, and the loop continues to rotate in anticlockwise direction. In this way, the current in the loop is reversed after each half rotation, and the loop and the axle continues to rotate in anticlockwise direction. This is the working of the electric motor. Now electromagnetic induction. The scientist Michael Faraday showed that an electric current can be produced in a conductor with the help of moving magnet. See, there is a figure 4.14 showing galvanometer. It is a sensitive device which works on the same principle as that of electric motor that we have studied earlier. इलेक्ट्रिक मोटरचं ज्याप्रमाणे वर्किंग आहे त्याचप्रमाणे या गॅल्व्हनोमीटरचं वर्किंग आहे. We can make electrical measurements with it. A coil is position between the measurements two poles pieces of a magnet in such a way that the pointer on the galvanometer dial is connected to it. When a small current flows through the coil will rotate. The rotation will be proportional to the current. Voltmeter and ammeter also work on the same principle. In galvanometer, the pointer deflects on both sides of the zero mark depending on the direction of the current. या गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटरवर इथे मध्यभागी झिरो ही खूण असते आणि हा जो काटा आहे हा डावीकडे सुद्धा फिरतो आणि उजवीकडे सुद्धा फिरू शकतो. Collect the material as shown in the figure 4.15. Complete the circuit by connecting the galvanometer and keep the magnet erect in such a way that its north or south pole is just below the copper wire. Now if the wire is below the copper wire is kept moving from A to B, the pointer of the galvanometer gets deflected. This is called Faraday's electromagnetic induction. Now try this. In this you have see the figures 4.16a and 4.16b. Complete the circuit as shown in figure. Discuss about the select components as required in this experiment. If we open the plug key and make the current 0 in the coil, the pointer of the galvanometer deflects to a side and quickly comes back to 0. If the current in the coil is started again, the pointer again deflects to the other side and then returns quickly to 0. Now when the electrical current is flowing through the solenoid coil and the solenoid coil is displaced with respect to the coil, the current is still produced in the coil. सोलेनाइल कॉइलच्या बाजूला इथे कॉइलचा वापर केलेला आहे. Even if the solenoid coil is kept stationary, a change in current in the solenoid coil produces a current in the coil. If the solenoid is moved towards or away from the coil, we see a deflection in the galvanometer. Also, the faster is the displacement of the solenoid, larger is the deflection of the galvanometer pointer. If the current in the solenoid coil is changed, a current is produced in the coil, or if the solenoid coil is moved towards the coil, then also a current is produced in the coil. ज्याप्रमाणे आपण फ्लेमिंग्स लेफ्ट हँड रूल बघितला त्याचप्रमाणे नंतर आता फ्लेमिंग्स राईट हँड रूल आणि फॅरेडेज लॉ ऑफ इंडक्शन आता आपल्याला बघायचं आहे. इफ अ करंट इज स्विच ऑफ और ऑन in the solenoid coil, a current is induced in the coil. Such as induction is also observed when the current in the solenoid coil is increased or decreased. Current is induced in the coil when it is moved aside from front of the solenoid. From these experiments, it is understood that whenever the number of magnetic lines of force passing through the coil changes, current is induced in the coil. This is known as Faraday's law of induction. The current produced in the coil is called the induced current. Then Fleming's right hand rule. जसा लेफ्ट हँड रूल आपण बघितला यापूर्वी तसाच आता राईट हँड रूल बघा. This rule states that if we stretch the thumb, the index finger and the middle finger in such a way that they will be perpendicular to each other, in this position the thumb indicates the direction of motion of the conductor, the index finger indicates the direction of magnetic field, and the middle finger shows the direction of the induced current. This rule is known as Fleming's right hand rule. Then what do you mean by alternating current and direct current? So far we have learned about a non-oscillatory current flowing in one direction. From the cell to cell, such a current is called a direct current, which is known as DC. as against a current changing the magnitude and direction after equal intervals of time, which is called as alternating current. AC करंटमध्ये ठराविक वेळेमध्ये करंटची दिशा ही बदलत असते आणि मॅग्निट्यूड सुद्धा बदलत असते. The direct current can increase, can be stable or can reduce also, but it is not oscillatory. Direct current वाढवू शकतो आपण, कमी करू शकतो. This is showed graphically in the figure. बघा या फिगरमध्ये हा जो करंट आहे तो दर्शवलेला आहे. To maximum, if it increases to maximum, then reduces to 0 and increases to maximum in the other direction and again reduce to 0. In the figure, magnitudes like -1 and -2 have been used to show the reverse direction. This oscillation of the alternating current occurs in sinusoidal manner with time, and hence the symbol like this is used there. Direct current flows in one direction, but the alternating current flows in periodic manner in one cycle in forward and reverse direction. डायरेक्ट करंट जो आहे तो एकाच दिशेने वाहत असतो, पण अल्टरनेटिंग करंट जो आहे तो ठराविक पिरियडमध्ये त्याची दिशा आणि मॅग्निट्यूड बदलत असतो. In India, in power station generating electricity, one cycle changes in 1/50th second, that is frequency of AC is 50 Hz, 50 cycles per second. When the electric power is transmitted over a long distance, the home supply is of alternating current AC. We have learned in the previous class about the precautions to be taken while using the electricity. Now electric generator like electric motor, the figure 4.20 shows electric generator. According to Fleming's law, electric current is produced in the brushes AB and CD in the direction A to B and from C to D. Thus the current flows in the direction A to B, B to C and C to D, as shown in the arrows, like the arrows in the figure. In the external circuit, the current flows from B2 to B1 through the galvanometer. If instead of one loop coil, a galvanometer, coil consisting of several turns is used, the current of magnitude several times flows after half rotation. Now, what will require to make a DC generator? The DC does not change the direction in the external unit. To achieve this, a split ring is fixed on the axle like a split ring used in electric motor. Because of this arrangement, the branch of the coil going upwards always in contact with one brush, and the branch going downward is always in contact with the other brush. Hence, the current flows in one direction in the external circuit. That is why this generator is called DC generator. In this way, we have completed this chapter number 4.